And welcome to Lifestack SEO. So I've been tracking over 300 websites that were originally hit by the helpful content update in September. And to date, I have not seen any website that was hit by the helpful content update in September actually recover in March during the core update. In fact, I have seen those websites further decline during the March core update. And there are a few reasons for this, which I'll go into in this video. But suffice it to say, it's not impossible to recover from the September update, and it's not impossible to recover from the March update. The only problem here is that you have to be really serious about recovering your website. The vast majority of these websites are you're using mainly AI-generated content. They're literally content mills that have put together these websites. And a lot of these websites, if not most of them, are informational sites. And so if you're in one of these niches, your informational site, and you were hit by the September core update, if you were hit by the September helpful content update, and then again you were hit by the March core update, then this video is for you, because I'll go into exactly what I'm seeing as of right now, which is, I think it's been like 2.5 weeks into the update, and also what we can expect to see moving forward. Now, it's also worth mentioning here that the core algorithm update will probably end up rolling out for another week, because I was originally expecting that it will close this week, but it is not closed yet, which means that it could probably roll out for another few days. So take some steps to improve your rankings, especially if you were hit during the September core update. Now, before I go into the video, I just want to say I offer SEO services for a living, and as a lot of people who follow me on the channel know, I do a great deal of testing. I also run a lot of my own websites. I run a lot of clients' websites, and I have insights into the data that's needed to do good SEO. And so not only do I do great SEO, but my SEO is affordable. My clients see results. My case studies, which I'll start doing a lot more of these, you'll see that, I get results, and I don't use any fancy tactics. I just use good old solid SEO methods. And my testing, there are a little bit of things that I do that most people will never learn from a course that help websites rank. And I've seen a lot of SEOs do a lot of things out there, but they don't need a lot of fancy tools, don't need a lot of fancy skills to do with SEO. You just need to have information on the latest core update, and you should have testing data, and it should be fresh data. And if you use that data and you apply that data to a website, you can rank that site, which is also, I'm able to answer questions such as, how long will I take to rank? How long will I take to recover from this update, or this core update that hit me, that penalized me, or whatever that other SEOs can't? And so right off the bat, I'll tell you whether or not you should be investing your money in recovering or not. Also, how long you can expect to take to recover. If you just have a month to recover, you're not going to recover from the September core update. You're not going to recover from the March core update. You're not going to recover for any or many update. If you just have a month to recover, it's not going to happen. So don't contact me asking me to recover your site. But the first thing is to understand what's going on in your site, which is where the website audit comes in. Make sure you get your website audited. I offer an audit service on my website. Click the link in the description, go to the page, buy my audit service. It starts at $350. It's a lot of value. Literally no one provides you with this type of value the way I do, and at this price range, quite literally. So you have just about everything you need to fix your own site, and also recover your own site, and then try to build from there on. But as always, hire a professional if you don't know what you're doing, because if you make a mistake, there is no coming back from it. And oftentimes, if you want to come back from it, it takes a lot of time and effort. So just bear that in mind, and let's jump into the video. So Glen G posted on X stating that, he's been looking at a lot of websites, and he's been tracking sites that were hit from the September core update. And I've been doing the same thing, because as being a part of being an SEO is like tracking information and tracking data. And I've not seen any of the websites that I've tracked since September recover. And, Glen G kind of echoes that. He says that he's not seen anyone recover from the helpful content update in September. And in fact, he's seen websites actually go down further during the March core update. And there are a few reasons for this. The first reason is that the March core update now has the helpful content update built into it. And so in the past, you would have the helpful content update. That's a separate update. Now the helpful content update is part of the March core update or the future core updates whenever they are announced. Also, it's not one ranking system that's part of the helpful content update. In fact, there are now multiple ranking systems that are built into the helpful content update or the helpful content evaluation process. And so not only is now Google just looking at a few things probably, but Google is now looking at several things to ascertain whether or not the content is helpful, which is why those that were hit in September have seen a further decline in the traffic in March, because they have not made the changes required to their content to be seen as helpful. Now, keep in mind, you're dealing with an algorithm. This is not a human being. And as an algorithm, you need to think like in terms of how an algorithm will look at your content. And as much as Google likes to say this, an algorithm can't really mimic a human experience or what a human might find helpful. And so you need to think of it in those terms. And I'm not going to go into specifics how Google does this, but I have my own theories on how Google accomplishes this via its algorithm. I was able to recover 2 websites that were hit by the September helpful content update. Both websites were informational sites, but all of their content, or maybe like 80% of their content, was human written. And when they were hit by the helpful content update, they saw their traffic drop by like 25 to 30%. And then the March core update rolled around, and now their traffic is up by 50%. And the reason for that is that we went in and we fixed our internal linking. We fixed the content. We fixed their anchor text, and we built clusters around their content. And that actually helped us improve their overall content quality, which is why then they were then rewarded during the March core update. The rankings are still fluctuating, but they're doing a very good job so far. We've seen a great deal of recovery. So if you've been hit by the helpful content update in September and you're seeing your traffic decline further in March, I would say hold off doing anything right now. Let the update finish rolling out. Then contact someone like me to take a look at your site, do an audit of your site to figure out exactly why Google doesn't find your content helpful, or why you might have been hit by the spam update or the helpful content update, and then find a way to recover. At the moment, doing anything right now is not a great idea because you would just be spinning your wheels for no results. I would bet my bottom dollar that Google now has way more systems in place to evaluate helpful content. And so just keyword optimizing or just changing a few words here and there to make your content look human or putting it through a humanizer is just not going to work anymore. There are other things that you need to do to your content that will make it not only algorithmically fair, but it will make the algorithm think that your content is good, which is why it will then rank. I'll make future videos about this as soon as I have more information. Like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you in the next video.